Welcome to Tungal Online Classes. In the last class, we completed the refractive index of the given prism. Refractive index of the given prism. There you derived the formula mu is equal to sin of a plus dm by 2 by sin a by 2, where dm will be indicating the angle of minimum deviation. Angle of minimum deviation. Then after you consider for the small angled prisms. Which type of prisms we are calling as a small angled prism? Their prism angle will be, or the angle of the prism will be less than 10 degrees. Such type of prisms we called as a what? Small angled prism. For the small angled prism, you derived the formula for the angle of deviation. For the small angled prism, you derived the formula for angle of deviation is given by delta is equal to mu minus 1 into a. Delta is equal to what you derive? Delta is equal to what? Mu minus 1 into a. So where delta is indicating what? Angle of deviation. Delta is equal to what? Angle of deviation. And mu will be indicating the refractive index of the given prism. Refractive index of the given prism. And a will be indicating what? Angle of the prism. So from this what we have to understand, what we need is here for a given prism, angle of deviation is directly proportional to the refractive index of the prism. So what the relation we need here? The angle of deviation value is directly proportional to the refractive index of the prism. So that is a relation we are going to use in the case of the dispersion of the prism. Now we will see what is the definition of the dispersion of the prism. Dispersion of a light. How can we define the dispersion of the light? So in generally we are having a light, that a light in generally we are calling as a what? White light. So whenever a white light ray will be incidenting on the given prism, so that a light will be splits into different colors. Such a phenomena we are calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. So once again, whenever a white light ray will be incidenting on the given prism, that a white light will be splits into different colors of the light. Such a phenomena we are calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. See the definition we will see here. When a white light ray is incident on a given prism, it splits into different colors. Such a phenomena is called as the dispersion of the light. Such a phenomena will be calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. So what is the definition of the dispersion of the light? Whenever a white light ray will be incidenting on the given prism, that a white light will be splits into different colors. Different colors. Such a phenomena we are calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. So here, what is the reason behind of splitting of white light into different colors means? So here actually whatever the white light we consider, this white light will be the collection of different wavelengths. What is the white light? The white light is a collection of different wavelengths of the light. So that here a white light is a collection of different wavelengths. So because of this reason, whenever the white light will be incident on the prism, the white light will be splits into different colors. Again, what is the relation between different wavelengths are deviated, different wavelengths are split in different directions means? Already we know the relation. We know that the wavelength of the red color light will be greater than the wavelength of the violet color. If you consider the different colors of the light will be having what? Different wavelengths. So here I consider which colors? Two different colors I consider. One is a red color, another one is a what? Violet color. In generally we know that the wavelength of the red color light will be greater than the wavelength of the violet color. And one more relation will be there. The relation between refractive index and wavelength is, the relation between the refractive index and wavelength will be given by refractive index mu is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Refractive index mu is a what? Inversely proportional to wavelength. Just now only we told the white light will be the collection of different wavelengths of the light. The white light will be the collection of different wavelengths of the light. Whenever the white light will be having the different wavelengths, whenever these different wavelengths are incidenting on the given prism, the refractive index of the prism is also changes. In according with the wavelength of the incidental light. So that is the point we have to remember. This is the reason behind the dispersion of the light. What is the reason here? For different incident wavelengths of the light, the refractive index of the prism is also changes. Because of that reason, the white light will be splits into different colors. So what is the reason behind this? For a different wavelengths of the incident light, the refractive index of the prism is also changes with respect to their wavelength values. Suppose if the incident light will be consisting of two colors, for the given prism, its refractive index will be existing by the two values. That means how many different types of wavelengths are consisted by the given incident light ray, that same number of refractive indices are existed within the given prism. So that because of that reason, whenever the white light will be incidenting on the given prism, the white light will be split in different colors. Such a phenomena we are calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. So here, whenever the wavelength of the red color light will be greater than the the wavelength of the violet color, so from this relation we will write the refractive index of the violet will be greater than refractive index of the red. Since we know that the wavelength of the red will be greater than a wavelength of the violet, and wavelength and refractive indexes will be related by inverse ratio, so that the refractive index of the violet will be greater than the refractive index of the red. Already we know one more relation. The angle of deviation is also directly proportional to the refractive index, so that if refractive index of the violet will be greater than refractive index of the red color, so that the angle of deviation of the violet color is also greater than angle of deviation of the red color. So from this relation, what we will tell that whenever a white light will be incidenting on the prism. It will be split into different colors, that is 7 colors. Out of the 7 colors, violet color light will be getting the more deviation, violet color will be getting the more deviation, and the red color light will be getting the less amount of deviation. So this is the explanation part of the dispersion of the light. If you look at the ray diagram, so I am assuming that this is the incident white light ray. Whenever this light ray will be incidenting on the prism, so this light ray will be split into different colors. This dotted line will be indicating what? Initial path of the incident light ray. Because of the dispersion, these light rays are getting deviated in a different directions. Just now only we told the violet color light will be getting the more deviation and the red will be getting the less deviation. So here this light ray will be indicating what? Violet. It is indicating what? Red. So for the violet, this is the angle of deviation which is represented by delta V. For the red color, the angle of deviation is represented by delta R. So that violet will be getting the more deviation and red color will be getting the less amount of deviation. So like this, the dispersion of the light will be takes place. Now, in between the red and the violet color of light, in between red comma violet colors of the light, the remaining colors will be existing. So what are the remaining colors? Indigo, blue, orange, green, yellow, like that. VIBGYOR or VIBGYOR, 7 colors of the light we are calling as a what? VIBGYOR. So the spectrum of the colors, VIBGYOR. So V means a what? Violet. I means a what? Indigo. B is a what? Blue. G green, yellow, orange and red. So the collection of different colors of the light, will also be calling as a what? Spectrum. So what is the meaning of the spectrum? The spectrum of light will be defined as it is nothing but a collection of different colors of the light. That is also calling as a spectrum of the light or VIBGYOR, which is consisting of 7 different colors. What are they? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. What we told here, the collection of different colors of the light. We called as a what? Spectrum. So that whatever the spectrum we got due to the dispersion of the light, that spectrum will be consisting in both the regions. One is a visible region, second one is a what? A non-visible region also. So whatever the spectrum you got due to the dispersion of the light, this spectrum will be existing in both the regions. One is a visible and second one is a what? Non-visible regions. But in most of the cases, we are taking the spectrum which was present within the visible region. Since already we discussed in the electromagnetic wave, the light is belongs to the visible region. Visible region. So that whatever the spectrum we got in the case of the dispersion, that is a VIBGYOR, 7 different colors of the light. Those 7 different colors of the light, in generally we are considered within the visible region only. So in the visible region, what you got here, a spectrum you got. This spectrum is consisting of 7 different colors. What are they? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Already we know that different colors of the light will be having the different refractive indices. Different colors of the light will be having about different refractive indices as well as different wavelengths. So if you observe the wavelength as well as the refractive indices of all these colors which are present in the visible region, so the yellow color light will be taken as the mean color. Mean color for the visible spectrum according to its refractive index value as well as wavelength value. So that in the visible spectrum, yellow color light will be considered considered as mean color according to its refractive index value as well as wavelength value. So out of seven different colors according to their values of the refractive index as well as the wavelength, which color will be chosen as the mean color? Yellow color light will be chosen as the mean color of the light in the visible spectrum. So this is the dispersion of the light. Next. So here, while you are taking the dispersion of the light, the prism will be placed in a given medium. The prism is placed in a given medium. Such a medium we are calling as a what? Dispersive medium. Such a medium we are calling as a what? Dispersive medium. That means the medium in which the dispersion of the light will be takes place. Such a type of medium we are calling as a what? Dispersive medium. And the prism which is producing the dispersion of the light, such a prism we are calling as dispersive prism. So how can we define the dispersive medium? The medium in which we observe the dispersion of the light, such a type of medium we are calling as a what? Dispersive medium. And the prism which is producing the dispersion of the light, such a type of prism we are calling as a what? Dispersive prism. So this is about the concept angular dispersion. So this angular dispersion is denoted by angle theta. See here, I consider the prism. Over the given prism, if white light will be incident, what will happen? Just now only we completed that a white light will be split into different colors. Such phenomena will be calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. If you look at the diagram, this dotted line is indicating what? Actual path of the incident light ray, and delta R will be indicating the angle of deviation of red color, and delta V will be indicating what? Angle of deviation of the violet color. So how can we define the angular dispersion? Angular dispersion is the difference in angle of deviations of any pair of colors of the light. Is calling as angular dispersion. Once again, how can we define the angular dispersion? Angular dispersion is nothing but the angle. So that is giving what? Angle only. So that angular dispersion is the difference in angle of deviations of any pair of colors of the light. Such angle will be calling as angular dispersion. So how can we define? Definition. So angular dispersion is the difference in angular dispersion is the difference in angle of deviations of any pair of colors of light. So how can we define the angular dispersion? Angular dispersion is the difference in angle of deviations of any pair of colors of the light. See here, which colors we consider here? We consider the two different colors. One is the what? Red color and violet color. So for the red color, the angle of deviation is represented by, delta R. Delta R is indicating what? Angle of deviation for the red color. Already we wrote the angle of deviation general formula. Delta is equal to mu minus 1 into A. What is the angle of deviation for the small angled prism? Delta is equal to what? You know the formula. Delta is equal to mu minus 1 into A. Where mu is indicating what? Refractive index for the given color of the light. So here which color you taken here? Red color. So the angle of deviation for the red color is equal to, I am writing mu r minus 1 into a. So the angle of deviation for the red color is equal to what? Delta r is equal to mu r minus 1 into a. That only we told. For different colors of the light, for different wavelengths of the light, different refractive indices are existed within the prism. So for the red color, angle of deviation is equal to delta r for the same prism, for the red color, its refractive index is equal to mu r and angle of the prism does not be changes. Similarly, for the violet color, angle of deviation is equal to mu v minus 1 into a. For the violet color, angle of deviation is equal to what? Mu v minus 1 into a. Here also, whenever you consider the violet color, the refractive index of the given prism will be changes as mu suffix v minus 1 into a. So here, for any one of the color of the light, angle of the prism value remains same. Angle of the prism value will be remains same. Now, from the definition of the angular prism, theta is nothing but the difference in angle of deviations of for a given pair of colors of the light, if you substitute that values, so you will get theta is equal to directly I am writing mu v minus mu r into a. So theta is equal to what you will get? Mu v minus mu r into a. Next concept, dispersive power. This dispersive power is indicating with the symbol of omega. So what is a dispersive power? Power means what? It will be giving the ability of the prism. So that how can we define the dispersive power? Means dispersive power of the given prism is indicating the ability of a given prism on dispersing the incidental light into different colors of the light. Such a phenomena we are calling as a word dispersive power. Once again, the dispersive power of the given prism is indicating the ability of the given prism on dispersing the incident white light into different colors of the light. Such a phenomena or such ability we are calling as a word dispersive power. So how can we define the dispersive power? It is the ability of a given prism. It is the ability of a given prism on dispersing the incident white light into different colors. So such ability we are calling as a word dispersive power of the given prism, and which is denoted by omega. So dispersive power is indicating with what symbol? Omega. So what is the dispersive power? It is the ability of the prism on dispersing the incident white light into different colors. That is indicating what? Dispersive power. It is indicating with the word symbol omega. So numerically it is defined as dispersive power is equal to it is the ratio of angular dispersion to the mean deviation. Angular dispersion to what? Mean deviation. Such a ratio also we are calling as a what? Dispersive power. So numerically the dispersive power will be defined as how? Dispersive power is defined as the ratio of angular dispersion to the mean deviation. So in the visible spectrum, which color light will be taken as the mean color? Yellow color light will be taken as the what? Mean color. Therefore, dispersive power omega is equal to theta by delta y. Where delta y is indicating what? Mean deviation of yellow color light. Now we will derive the formula for the omega. So omega is equal to, what is the theta? Theta is the angular dispersion for the given pair of colors of the light. In generally, which colors we are considering? Red comma violet. So that for the red comma violet, theta value is equal to, already you know, that is mu v minus mu r into a. Theta value is equal to what? Mu v minus mu r into a. So in generally, the refractive index of the violet will be greater than the refractive index of the red. Next, what is the mean deviation for the yellow color light? Already you know the general formula. Delta is equal to mu minus 1 into a. So mean color means which color light you consider here? Yellow color light will be considered here. Angle of the prism AA will be getting cancelled. Therefore, and dispersive power omega is equal to, dispersive power omega is equal to mu v minus mu r by mu minus 1. So this is the formula for the, dispersive power. See the next concept. Deviation without dispersion or achromatic prism. Just now only we completed the concept of dispersion of the light. What is the meaning of the dispersion of the light when it was takes place means? So whenever the light is incident on any one of the given prism, the white light will be split into different colors. Such a phenomena will be calling as a what? Dispersion of the light. Whenever the light will be undergoing a what? A dispersion by a given prism. Here you two factors you observed. One is the light will be getting deviated. That means angle of deviation will be existing. That angle of deviation value is not is equal to 0. And again, one more physical quantity you define, that is angular dispersion. What is the angular dispersion? The difference in angle of deviations of two colors of the light or any pair of colors of the light will be calling as a what? Angular dispersion of the light. So whenever you consider the single prism, angle of deviation is there as well as angular dispersion is also there. That angular dispersion theta value is not equal to 0. When it is possible, whenever you consider the single prism over the single prism, if the light will be incident, ultimately it will be deviated from its original path, as well as some angle will be there between the red color as well as the violet color. That angle we are calling as a what? Angular dispersion. Now coming to the concept of deviation without dispersion means what? Whenever you consider the pair of the prisms, such type of prisms what we are calling here? Achromatic prism. What is the achromatic prism? It is a combination of the two appropriate prisms. Two appropriate prisms which will be arranged in the reverse order. So this is the first prism will be arranged in orderly, and the second prism will be reversed, and that is attached to the first prism. Such a type of a combination of the two given appropriate prisms we are calling as a what? Achromatic prism. What is the need of the achromatic prism means what? By using the achromatic prism, we will reduce the dispersion of the light. Dispersion of the light. That concept is nothing but deviation without dispersion. Deviation will be there, but there is no dispersion will be takes place. So here, if deviation will be there and dispersion is not there, means what? We have to keep in mind that resultant deviation is not is equal to 0. If deviation will be there, means what? The net deviation which is suffered by the light ray, due to the combination of the prisms is not equal to 0, but the net angular dispersion value will be is equal to 0. So this is the condition from that given statement. Delta net is not equal to 0 and theta net is equal to what? 0. Delta net is indicating what? The net deviation will be there whenever the light will be incidenting on the pair of the prism. Such a prism we are calling as a what? Achromatic prism, but there is no angular dispersion will be there, so that theta net value is equal to what? 0. If theta net is equal to 0, we are going to derive one equation. If delta net is not equal to 0, we are going to derive another equation. So in the case 1, I am assuming that there is no dispersion. In the case 1, I am assuming what? There is no dispersion. There is no dispersion means what? The net deviation, the net dispersion which is produced by the combination of the prisms will be equal to what? 0. There is no dispersion means what? Net angular dispersion will be is equal to 0. Net angular dispersion means what? Here, how many types of prisms you consider here? First one is a what? Crown prism, and the second prism is made with the material of flint glass. So if you consider the flint glass, the dispersive power of the flint glass will be greater than the dispersive power of the dispersive power of the crown glass. Dispersive power of flint glass will be greater than what? Dispersive power of the crown glass. As a result, whatever the dispersion that is produced by the crown glass will be reduced by the flint glass, which is arranged in the opposite order. So what you got here? Theta net is equal to 0. If theta net is equal to 0 means what? The angular dispersion produced by the crown glass plus angular dispersion produced by the flint glass is equal to 0. If theta net is equal to 0 means what? The sum of the angular dispersion produced by the crown glass as well as the angular dispersion produced by the flint glass must be equal to 0. What is the formula for the angular dispersion? The formula for the angular dispersion, theta is equal to, you know that, mu v minus mu r into a. What is the general formula for the angular dispersion? Theta is equal to mu v minus mu r into a. In the case of the achromatic prism, you consider the two different prisms. You consider what? Two different prisms. For the first prisms, the refractive index value will be taken as a mu. For the second prism, refractive index is equal to mu dash. Angle of the prism is equal to a. Angle of the prism is equal to what? A dash. So that for the crown glass, first I will write the angular dispersion according to this given data. For the crown glass, I will write angular dispersion is equal to mu v minus mu r into capital A. For the crown glass material, angular dispersion value is equal to what? Mu v minus mu r into capital A. For the flint glass, what you assume? Mu dash comma A dash. So that for the flint glass, I will write mu v dash minus mu r dash into a dash equal to 0. Like this I wrote for the angular dispersion of the crown glass as well as the flint glass. Mu v minus mu r into a plus mu v dash minus mu r dash into a dash. See here, for the first term, mu v minus mu r into a will be dividing with mu y minus 1, and it is also multiplied with the mu y minus 1. So whatever the first term we have, mu v minus mu r into a, this term will be multiplied with the mu y minus 1 and dividing with the mu y minus 1. There is no change in value. These two values will be getting cancelled. Similarly, for the second term, mu v dash minus mu r dash into a dash again was divided with mu y dash minus 1, and again it is multiplied with mu y dash minus 1. That value is equal to 0. Just we are multiplying with the mu y minus 1 and see here, we are dividing with the mu y minus 1. See here, we are dividing with the mu y minus 1 and multiplying with what? Mu y minus 1. Here also we are dividing with mu y dash minus 1, multiplying with the mu y dash minus 1. If you see this term, only this term, what is this? Mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1. So this is the formula for what? This is the formula of dispersive power. Dispersive power. What is the dispersive power you defined? It is the ratio of angular dispersion to the mean deviation. Angular dispersion to the mean deviation. So that the dispersive power is equal to mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1. So this is the formula of dispersive power. So that in the place of this value I will write dispersive power for which prism? Crown glass. Dispersive power of the crown glass, and here A into mu minus 1 will be there. A into mu minus 1. Angle of deviation is equal to, we know the general formula. Angle of deviation is equal to what? We know the general formula. Delta is equal to mu minus 1 into A. So that here A into mu y minus 1 will be indicating the deviation produced by the angle of deviation produced by the crown glass. Delta C will be indicating what? Angle of deviation which is produced by the crown glass. Omega C will be indicating what? Dispersive power of the crown glass. Similarly, if you look at this term, mu v dash minus mu r dash by mu y dash minus 1, that is also again indicating the dispersive power of the flint glass. Dispersive power of flint glass. Therefore, it can be written as omega f. Again, mu y dash minus 1 into a dash, that is also indicating the angle of deviation for the flint glass. So what we assumed here we assumed that the net angular dispersion is equal to 0. The net angular dispersion is equal to 0. That is nothing but sum of the angular dispersion produced by the crown glass and angular dispersion produced by the flint glass. Just we wrote the formulas for the angular dispersion and the simplification. So finally you got the relation of omega c into delta c plus omega f into delta f is equal to 0. What is the omega c? Dispersive power of the crown glass. Delta c is equal to what? Deviation produced by the crown glass. And omega f, angular dispersive power of the flint glass. Delta f is indicating what? Angle of deviation which is produced by the flint glass. So this is the relation you got from the case 1. Now, here in the case 1, what you taken here, in the case 1 you taken that there is no dispersion is there. That's why net angular dispersion is equal to 0. So the net angular dispersion is given by whom? Dispersion produced by the crown glass as well as dispersion produced by the flint glass is equal to 0. Now, coming to here. So what is the condition here? Total deviation will be there, means the net deviation value does not is equal to 0. So I am taking that relation. In the case 2, delta net is not is equal to 0. Delta net is not is equal to 0 means what? So two different type of deviations are there. One of the deviation that is produced by the crown glass, another deviation that is produced by the flint glass. Those values here we wrote. So that what is the angle of deviation produced by the crown glass? Angle of deviation produced by the crown glass is equal to A into mu y minus 1. A into mu y minus 1. Angle of deviation produced by the flint glass is equal to A dash into mu y dash minus 1. So these are the angle of deviations. Those are produced by the crown glass as well as the flint glass. So since in the given diagram, the flint glass will be arranged in the reverse order, so that the angle of deviation that is produced by the flint glass will be opposite to the angle of deviation produced by the crown glass. So that here I will write delta net is equal to delta c minus delta f. Delta c is equal to what? Sorry, delta net is equal to what? Delta c minus delta f. Why we wrote the minus here? Crown glass will be arranged in the reverse order. Now, simply we will substitute these values. Now we will simplify. So here delta net is equal to, what is the delta c? Mu minus 1 into A minus delta f is equal to mu y dash minus 1 into A dash. Mu y dash minus 1 into A dash. Again, this term will be dividing with mu v minus mu r and also multiplying with the mu v minus mu r, similar to the previous case. See here, it can be written as mu y minus 1 into A, which is dividing with mu v minus mu r. Again it is multiplying with mu v minus mu r. Is there any change in its value? Mu v minus mu r will be getting cancelled. The same value here we are getting. Similarly, in this case also, mu y dash minus 1 into a dash multiplied with mu v dash minus mu r dash into mu v dash minus mu r dash. Mu v dash minus mu r dash. Once again, here mu v minus mu r by mu minus 1, that value will be giving the dispersive power. What is the formula for the dispersive power? Mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1. So whatever the value mu y minus 1 in the numerator, that is came to the denominator, that will be giving what? That will be giving what? Dispersive power. So that this value can be altered as, in the numerator which term was present? In the numerator this term will be present, mu v minus mu r into a, and this term will be coming to the denominator upon mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1. So mu v minus mu r into a will be keeping the numerator, and only this term will be bringing towards the denominator. Again here also, mu v dash minus mu r dash into a dash by mu v dash minus mu r dash by mu y dash minus 1. Mu y dash minus 1. So what is this term will be representing? Mu v minus mu r into a, that value will be indicating the angular dispersion. So what is the theta general formula here? Theta is equal to, you derive mu v minus mu r into a, so that mu v minus mu r into a will be indicating the angular dispersion, so that this value will be giving the angular dispersion of the crown glass, and this denominator or total value will be indicating dispersive power of the crown glass. This value will be indicating what? Angular dispersion of the crown glass, and this value will be indicating what? Dispersive power of the crown glass. Similarly, this term will be indicating what? Angular dispersion for the flint glass. This value will be indicating what? Angular dispersion for the flint glass, and this denominator term will be indicating what? Dispersive power of the flint glass. Therefore, net deviation is equal to theta c by omega c minus theta f by omega f. Like this we explain the case 1. What is that? Deviation without dispersion. So this is the combination of the prism, that is also calling as a what? Achromatic doublet. See the next concept, dispersion without deviation. In the previous case, deviation without dispersion. So according to this, dispersion without deviation means what? Dispersion will be existing. Dispersion means what? Theta value is not equal to 0. Without deviation means what? Angle of deviation is equal to 0. What? 0. That means what? Whenever the light will be incidenting on the achromatic prism, dispersion of the light will be takes place. That means the outcoming light will be consisting of different colors of the light. That's why we are saying that the final light ray will be getting dispersed, and there is no deviation means what? Whatever the final light rays are coming, these final outcoming light rays are parallel to the direction of the incident light. So this dotted line will be indicating the direction of the incident light. So whenever the outcoming dispersed light rays will be parallel to the incident beam of light, then we will say that there is no deviation will be takes place. So that in the case of the dispersion without deviation value is equal to 0 and theta value is not equal to 0. First we will consider delta value is equal to 0. Delta is equal to what? 0. If total deviation value is equal to 0 means what? The sum of the deviations, those are produced by the crown glass as well as the flint glass will be is equal to 0. If a net deviation is equal to 0 means what? Total deviation that is produced by the crown glass as well as the flint glass will be is equal to what? 0. Already you know the formula for the angle of deviation. What is the formula for the angle of deviation? Mu minus 1 into A. Mu minus 1 into A. So if you consider the crown glass, for the crown glass, angle of the prism is equal to A. For the flint glass, angle of the prism is equal to what? A dash. So that for the crown glass, angle of deviation value is equal to what? Mu y minus 1 into A. For the crown glass, angle of deviation is equal to what? Mu y minus 1 into A. Since yellow is the main color. Next, for the flint glass, this value is equal to mu y dash minus 1 into A dash is equal to 0. A dash is equal to what? 0. Again, this term will be multiplied with mu v minus mu r, multiplied with mu v minus mu r, and this term will be dividing with mu v minus mu r and multiplied with mu v minus mu r. So there is no change in value of this term, so that these two will be getting cancelled. Similarly, the second term is also multiplied with mu v dash minus mu r dash and also dividing with mu v dash minus mu r dash. Mu v dash minus mu r dash. Now, again see here, this term will be bringing towards the denominator, so that in the numerator, what value was left? Mu v minus mu r. In the denominator, the total value becomes to what? Mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1 plus again mu v dash minus mu r dash, mu v dash minus mu r dash into A dash by, so this value equal to mu v dash minus mu r dash by mu y dash minus 1. Like this we will write. So what is this? The total deviation value will be is equal to what? 0. Total deviation value is equal to what? 0. So the numerator value A into mu v minus mu r, that is nothing but angular dispersion for the crown glass. So this value is equal to what? Theta c. That value is equal to what? Angular dispersion for the crown glass, and whatever the denominator value will be there, that is indicating the dispersive power value theta c by omega c. Here also this value theta f by omega f will be is equal to 0. Will be equal to what? 0. So whenever the light ray will be getting undeviated and getting dispersed, the condition for that will be given by theta c by omega c plus theta f by omega f. Like this we have to explain the dispersion without deviation. So first we proved this one. In the second case, theta value is not is equal to 0. Theta value is not equal to 0. Since even though you consider the two combined prisms, dispersion of the light will be takes place. Whenever the dispersion of the light will be takes place, total angular dispersion will be existing. So that here, if a theta net is not is equal to 0, we will write theta net is equal to theta c minus theta f. Theta c minus theta f. Why we write theta c minus theta f? Flint glass will be arranged in reverse order. For that purpose we write theta net is equal to what? Theta c minus theta f. So what is the theta value? Theta value is equal to mu v minus mu r into A. So this is a general formula for the angular dispersion. For the general formula for the angular dispersion, is equal to what? Mu v minus mu r into A. So here theta net is equal to what you wrote the formula? Theta net is equal to theta c minus theta f. Theta c will be giving the angular dispersion for the crown glass, and theta f will be giving what? Angular dispersion for the flint glass. So that first I will write for the crown glass, that value mu v minus mu r into A minus, for the flint glass we will write mu v dash minus mu r dash into A dash. Mu v dash minus mu r dash into A dash. The first term will be multiplying and dividing with the mu y minus 1. second term will be multiplying and dividing with the mu y dash minus 1. So its value becomes to be mu v minus mu r into a into mu y minus 1 by mu y minus 1 minus mu v dash minus mu r dash into a dash by mu y dash minus 1 into mu y dash minus 1. There is no change in value. These two values are getting cancelled. The same result you are getting. But mu v minus mu r by mu y minus 1, this is the formula of dispersive power, so that this value will be equivalent to dispersive power of the crown glass, dispersive power of the crown glass. And a into mu y minus 1, that is the general formula for the angle of deviation, so that this value will be giving the angle of deviation which is suffered by the crown glass. Similarly, this term will be giving what? Dispersive power of the flint glass, and the second term will be giving the deviation produced by the flint glass. Therefore, theta net angular dispersion is equal to omega c delta c minus omega f into delta f. So like this we explain the dispersion without deviation. Dispersion without deviation. Okay, thank you.